Welcome back, guys, to the TMD unboxing of the Bandai TIE Striker 172 scale plastic model kit. This has just come out. I've got my hands on it. Exclusive. First reviewer on YouTube to be doing this and building it at the same time. Here's the box, guys. It's sick. I love this design. Got those triangular wings. It is from the Rogue One series. Sick, absolutely sick. I managed to order maybe around 60 kits of these. I've got some more coming in on Monday. It came out in Japan today, and I was lucky enough to get my order in and get them delivered tomorrow. So if you're a TMD customer and have been waiting for quite a while, good news, you should have these dispatched out on Monday. But going back to the kit, I am divulging a little bit. Guess what? They've got English on here. As you all know, there is a company out in America that are selling them, and I'm having to do some price wars right now because I'm TMD. I will be the cheapest guy on the planet, and that's what my aim is. So I will be thinking about repricing the vehicle kits maybe at the end of January, mid-February. So just a little bit of news for you guys out there. On the kit, on the side of the box, it's got the rear front view. Got some information there in English again about the cockpit seated pilot. Oh wow, that's sick. The clear, was it clear and frame canopies? It's got movable wings, they are articulated, and it's got those horrible laser effect things which I'm not a big fan of. On the side of the box, it's got TIE Striker, typical kind of Star Wars Bandai design. On the other side, you've got some different views from the side. It does come with a stand, by the way, and that's another front view, which is pretty interesting. Reminds me of like a bat or something. Inside the box, this is new to me. Let me get my knife. I'll also be bench testing some Doyushu cutters today. Thought I'd give them a bit of a tryout. Let's open the box of doom. Instruction booklet. Let's go through the instructions first. I mean, these become quite generic, but I know there are some people out there who haven't built these kits before, and I try to get through these as quick as possible. The instruction booklet is not that thick, guys. You've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues, main sprues. It does come with your water decals and your stickers. It's got an indexing chart at the bottom. It's very cool. I like how they've Bandai have done this in terms of how the kit goes together in stages. Very clear, very easy. That'll be the cockpit of the pilot. Again, you've got your cockpit canopy. Very simple. Hopefully I can get this build done quite easily. For some of you guys who don't know what the symbols are, like there is like these, which mean it'll make a click sound. These ones here, the cutters, hazard, don't cut. But yeah, it's very straightforward. The wing section, not much to it, guys. Not much to it at all. It's got some English instruction there. View from below. Okay, so that kanji means below something. Excellent. Moving on, you get into the last stage of the build, step 3. Very easy to build, guys. Very easy. And then obviously you've got like these laser attachments that you can put in there. If you can find a way, you can get some of these LED things that you can put in stuff that will light those laser parts up. Marking, decaling, paint guide. Amazingly, does have English. You can use a combination of light grey body, solar panel, laser. You can use clears on that. Excellent. Got some info on the pilot. Dark greys and black, really. There's a lot of detail in the canopy. As you can see here, loads of decals put in there, which is really cool. I like that. It makes the kit pop out and looks more realistic. But that's about it, guys. I think that's it. It's a very, very quick, easy build. I mean, not much to it, guys. Let's have a look at the sprues. I don't want to look at the stand. Let's get to the main stuff. Hack that open. Throw that away. So on this sprue here, oh wow. Now, I don't know how well you can see that on camera. Put this light down a bit, but this is ridged. Be excellent to panel wash all that, to bring out all that detail. It is embossed. You can hear it. You know, that's your cockpit there. Detailing excellent. Loads of panel lines. What I like to see. Some little details on here on this sprue, on this part. Sorry. Canopy again is all detailed up as well, embossed slightly. You can panel wash that. It is slightly scratched because of the kit being in the bag. You might have to polish that out. That's something that you might want to be aware of. Shogunai in Japanese, unavoidable. Sprue A1, again you've got the other side of the cockpit there. Mainframe body, excellent detailing, not super detailed but enough. Got your lasers, you got your silhouette again to show you depth and scale of the kit. Again you got that ridge on there on the other wing. Excelente. Looking forward to building this. Very easy. I mean, I'm going to try and unedit this video as much as possible to show you how quick you can build this kit. This is this a mirrored sprue? No, okay. C sprue. That's your cockpit there, guys. Don't know how well you can see that. Very simple and clear. Now, this is quite interesting, actually. On the frames for the wings, I don't know if you can, how well you can pick that out, guys. Tons of little detailing on there. Wow, that's awesome. I've never seen so much detail packed into such a small space. That must be either the back of that canopy. Again, look at the detailing on there. How well you can see the lights bouncing off, but yeah, tons of details. That will look awesome once it's panel washed. The other, was it B sprue? Sorry, it's got the same details, by the way, as the other sprue A. These must be the parts where the wings clip on here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And that's about it, guys. You don't get a lot. Water decaling sheet. Shit, where are the stickers? Oh, okay, stickers are in here. I don't know why I need to repeat myself all the time when I do these Star Wars kits, but basically the stickers and the decals are exactly the same. It's up to you if you want to use stickers or decals. I use decals. This is a decaling sheet. That'll be for your canopy on there, 1 and 2. That might be difficult to fit, that one. Big decals are very, very difficult to put on, so be careful with that, guys. And this is the 6 to 24 must be the decals for the inside of the cockpit. Yeah, There you go, guys. And then you've got your stand as well. It does pivot, by the way, and you can adjust it. So like I said, I don't really use these bases so much, but that's what you got for this kit, guys. What do you guys think? Drop some comments in the feed. So as you can see, you got stage 1 here. Right, okay, so we're gonna bench press. I keep saying bench pressing. Why? Must be because I've been watching a lot of gym videos. I am stupid. Don't hold me down on that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, when I bought some of my other Star Wars kits, some filler kits, I got this free from Yodobashi Cameras, keyring Rogue One. Cool. Quite heavy, actually. Could do some damage with that if you threw that at someone's head. What I do with my new cutters, I don't know if you can see that on the bench, but I do have a lot, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 to add to that. I am a bit of a cutter fiend. My cutters, my god hands, sadly have RIP'd. Sorry guys, I'm going off on a tangent here, but yeah, they've RIP'd. The blades have just blunted. I have hammered these to hell. I definitely got my money's worth, put it that way, out of these. So I opened up my second set of god hands. Put a little cap on there. So what I normally do is, with my new cutters, is I've got some of this. It's just basically lubricant. For some reason, I have an issue with stuff rusting the hell away in my apartment, and I don't know why, because you know my apartment's always warm and dry. It's probably because of summertime in Japan, humidity and stuff. So I just put a bit of lubricant on there, get a paper towel, rub off the excess, just so it keeps it lubed and it doesn't rust up. I'd probably do this maybe once a week. Going off these cutters and comparing them to the god hands, I know this review should be about the Star Wars kit, but I thought I'd bring this into the lube. But the god hands SB120s are they're exactly the same size. Exactly the same. The handles are exactly the same. They do usually seem a bit thicker to me. And these are like way cheaper. They do have the thin blade technology, but that's a comparison, guys. But yeah, they feel good, feel light, you know, feel durable. Let's not waste any time anyway. A2 sprue, where is it? That's what I don't like about having a small bench. Most Japanese builders have the same issue. So we're going to start off with the pilot. As you know, with cutting sprues. It's another tool I got today. What I normally do is I use some other thicker cutters, because this one's a bit difficult to cut. So I just cut the thicker part. That's your pilot, guys. Isn't he cute? It's a very small little man. And then what I'll do is I'll go in and take off the excess. Wow, these are really nice. Feel really durable. There you go. There is a bit of excess that you need to cut off, but like I said, I'm just doing a very quick build here. But that's your pilot there, by the way. Put him to the side, don't move, do not walk off. It's going to C4, that's not plastic explosives. I don't want the FBI knocking on my door. You know what I mean? Oh wow, these are really good cutters actually. I actually prefer these more to the God hands. I'm going to be using these sanding sticks. Big shout out going out to Ultimate Modeling Products. As you can see, I do sponsor this company, or International Scale Modeler, and Lee kindly sent me some samples of these sticks. I have been using them, and I think these are absolutely a godsend. They're really good. It's the first time I've been using sanding sticks, and they are very, very good. Obviously because they're flat, you know what I mean, so you can get a good even sand on there instead of using like just the normal regular sandpaper. So this pilot fits to the back of there via a peg, and he fits in there quite nicely, as you can see. C12, where are my screws? C12. So I take it most of you guys have seen the new movie. I'm probably the only person who hasn't, and I sell boxes and boxes of these kits, and I haven't seen the movie. I just don't have any time, sadly. These sanding sticks are really good because you just need a few pullbacks and you've already got a very, very smooth surface to work on there. That should fit like that. It's already taking shape already. We've got C14. It says on the instruction booklet not to cut off these parts, so be wary of that when you're building it. I do have some people or customers that do this sometimes, and if you do that, you are pretty much screwed, sadly. And I get lots of people inquiring for spare parts. The only issue with spare parts with Bandai kits is you can only get the spare parts out of Japan, which makes no sense. So this part is quite small, so I might have to just look for sanding points back. This is a buffer on the end, by the way. Okay, very easy. This part here should slot in to the back. Be careful with this part. I mean, I am snap fitting it. I would probably glue that in. This seems to be like the dashboard for the pilot. That just clicks in there like that, as you can see. Put the camera down a little bit, and we've hit the first checkpoint, guys. Very easy, simple. Child's play. Child's play. Moving on, we have C1. Now this seems to be like very much like a plane kit where maybe you may have to paint the insides of the cockpit first and then work around it. That's what I would do. That is if you decide to paint it. Take that off. Be very, very careful not to. You could use an X-Acto knife if you wanted to to get those little nubs off, those nasty little nubs. How satisfying is this though? I do like sanding. I find it quite therapeutic. But just recently on my machining Krieger kit, I've been sanding for the last 2 weeks. It's been driving me mad, to say the least. Very lightly sand. That's in a bit of a dodgy area. Going with this smaller one. So what I like about these sanding things, you can use the thinner end, buff that out a little bit, buff that out a little bit, there you go. Very lightly, don't press hard. This section here, where am I looking at? Is that right? It's got the 2 pins at the top. This should just slide in. There's a little section here, flat section, that should fit in there. It's a very nice snug fit. Now in the instruction booklet, as you can see here, it does actually tell you, like I mentioned before, I even showed you this, is to put the decals in there. That is if you're not going to paint it, and also if you're going to paint it, you know what I mean. I don't know why I said that, that made sense, but you need to put those decals or stickers in there first. Whew. C6, where are we with C6? Okay. Take that off the gates. Come in with your sanding stick again. Looking good, that's removed. Removed. Cool. And then this part here, let me get it the right way up. The one with the nipple on the end should just fit in like that. It's not like a click or a tight fit or anything like that. It's quite loose because there's going to be an outer frame that will secure that together. Now we're looking at A1 sprue. This will be the outer frame. When you have like these thin cutters, it's actually, you can cut pretty close to the sprue, but you have to be careful not to put too much pressure on. Sometimes it's good to work in a circular motion there. It's gone. Good job. Nice one. That's all I need to do there, really. Cool. Okay, so this frame here, you've got like a section here which has got 2 gaps in there, so you can kind of tell that that would fit in there, and it fits in very snug. Again, Bandai with their awesome engineering of kits. There is never any fitting issues. So the other side of the pod, here it is. A bit of light sand in there. Take that knob off there, guys. I've been getting a lot of people asking me to do painting tutorials. I really want to do it, but it's very time consuming, and because there's like, I have loads of stuff on my bench already, and there's loads of other kits that are coming out, it's very hard for me to do it properly and take time, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So that other part, guys, just fits in there. Now again, I would use some glue down here, glue these parts in just to make it secure, and then I'd also glue that section as well. So let's do the front part. We've got C8. So I know I've been messing around with lighting quite a lot, but I will get around to actually getting the Death Trooper done, the Shore Trooper done, the S20 done as well when I have time, because I am just so busy at the moment with my business and looking after my child. It's a bit tai-hen in Japanese, a bit difficult, so be a little bit delicate with this sanding here. You don't want to go too much. It's on a panel line, so you don't want to damage that panel line. So you just want to go in there, just on the edge, depending on what kind of sanding you're going to use, a stick or sanding paper. I think this is about 400 is it maybe 400 grit, maybe? Might be more. This section here, ooh, yeah, is that a hole in there? Ooh, I made a boo-boo already. What's going on here? Let me double check with that. Okay, so it's this one. This part here, the open part, goes up the front. Let me sand that down again. So I was going to ask you guys, what kits do you prefer? Do you like kits from the episode 4 onwards, or do you like the vehicles from episodes 1 to 3? Put some comments in there, guys. Very lightly, just be careful with that one. Like I said about that panel line, you can go in circular motions as well. It's a good way of sanding. Took good, taking that off, excellent. This part here, now it's got a clicking icon, so this should, ooh, that's a bit strange. This part here should click in. Okay, it didn't click, but it is secure. As you can see, it does fit very well, and there's no gaps in there. Perfect fitting. Well done, Bandai. The other section at the back, you want to put it with the reverse part in there. It has 4 pegs in there, 4 males, 4 females, and that clicks in quite tightly. It's very good. We have a 2 sprue. We've got these parts as well, so you want to lay it out like that on your bench. A21, work in a numerical order. Take that off. I'll put that 21 there, 22's at the bottom. It's a good way to, when you're doing your kits, is to be organized and have your parts laid out, you know, like this, what I'm doing right now. It's kind of in sync with the instruction booklet. A20, because sometimes you can get lost and you don't know where parts are going. 2019, cut that off there, cut that off a little bit off the runner. Wasn't confident in cutting that, to be honest. So A19, cut that off there. Actually, these are very nice cutters, actually. Cut off the excess. It does wrap around a little bit from to the bottom. It's that one done. Okay, do the same. You can sand those off quite easily. It's very therapeutic, cutting nubs off. Don't know why, but I like it. I like cutting sprues. Okay, guys, going back with your standard. These parts are quite small, so just take your time. A bit fiddly. I'm trying to keep my sanding stick as flat as possible to this surface because this is angled here. It should be fine. Okay. Take this bottom one off. It'd be quite interesting to ask you guys how many people use sanding sticks. Again, if you want to find out where I got these from, and if you're based in the UK, I mean, they do ship out all over the world. Check their website. It's at www.umpretail.com. Check out their YouTube channel. They've just hit 30,000 subscribers today. Well done, guys. It's a big number of subscribers for a modeling channel. Most modeling channels don't get those kind of numbers, but it's quite difficult to do. I mean, I don't expect my channel to ever reach that. I mean, I've already peaked quite a lot in the last few weeks, just because of the new movie, and just because like I can get these kits on the day of release and get them built as quick as possible. Okay, I have to concentrate a little bit. There's like two little gaps here, and I presume that fits in there like that. Yeah, that clicks in. Actually, there is a clicking sound, and there is a clicking icon on there. You want to put, oh, missed a bit there to sand. There is a platform there to put into that gap, and you want the last bit here, the end bit, to fit in at the end, like that, like so. You can see. Slide it in, press it down. It's good. That's locked in. And then you've got the other side, which is A219. This is a little bit different in terms of the fitting, but it just fits in like so. Not much of a clicking noise, but again, if you want to glue these in, I would, just to be on the safe side. You don't want shit falling to pieces. And these don't seem that secure, to be honest, but that's what it looks like so far, guys. And then we've got A2. Now I think this is the canopy. A216 it is. That's done a really nice cut on there. This front canopy part obviously fits at the front. I'm just trying to think if it's universal. Yeah, it should just. Okay. There is a clicking icon. I wonder if I have to take some off there. I'm gonna sand this down a little bit. I'm gonna look at it more closer inspection. It should just pop in there. Although saying that, oh sorry, my bad. There is in here a section cut out, and that part should just fit in there. There's a look. Can you see that? It's a good job I didn't force that in, but it just fits in like that. Fits in pretty decent actually. If you want to glue these in, I would really suggest you either using PVA, or you can use some special glue that is specifically designed for canopies. 8215. It's kind of hard trying to build like this when you've got a bloody camera stuck in your face. I don't have the necessary equipment or funds to get better stuff, but I could get a Patreon and earn some money off you guys, but I'm not going to go that way. I don't believe in Patreon, sadly. I mean, I do this off my own back, off my own money, and I don't expect my channel to be big or anything like that. I don't expect to be some big YouTuber at all. I just do this for fun. I don't do it for money. A18. This is the bottom of that section. Oop. Oop. Depending on how long, because I'm already running into 36 minutes here with this build, I might have to do this video in 2 parts, because I am doing this kind of unedited. The bottom of this here, as you can see, you just match it up. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 connections, or 6 even, and you just match that up at the bottom. Should go in that hole there, and you should hear a bit of a click. Oh, that fits in beautifully. Again, you can glue that in. But yeah, it's looking good already, guys. Let's go into A28. Where's A28? A28. Well, what are those pieces? Ah, you've got some of these. Is that 8? Oh, sorry, 18. These pieces here are very small, so be very careful in cutting these off. I'm lucky because I have got these very thin bladed cutters, but I wouldn't advise, if you haven't got these thin blades, to be doing it, cutting them so close to the edges. They might require some light sanding. Just inspect your parts. Yeah, still just a tiny bit, nothing major, as much as that. Repeat that on the other side. Yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, and I know that you're listening to me ramble on a lot of stuff. So these black parts, you want the thicker end being pointed towards the front of the canopy. I would seriously glue these in. I'm not confident about these parts. There you go, guys. It should look like that. It's taking shape already. And again, you've got the checkpoint here. On here, you can put the decal in on. I forgot to tell you, yeah, these symbols mean decals, by the way, if you didn't know that already. Next, we have the guns. Interesting. C-sprue. Where is my C-sprue? We have C5. Where's C5? Okay. Be careful with these parts. I'm very worried now cutting these up, because these might just ping off if I'm not careful. I was lucky. I've been having a bad time with parts flying off, hitting my carpet. I've had parts that's about this size, and I don't know how, but I've managed to find them. It's pretty lucky. Going on to B-sprue, you've got some other parts of the gun. Now this is kind of odd why they've. Oh, okay, it's two separate things. I would have preferred it if they would have maybe put that onto one sprue, molded it into one. Be very careful. This is one of the most delicate pieces so far that I've cut on the sprue, so just be wary. I'm just taking a little bit off there. Okay, it's a very delicate. Should be like that, guys. Be very careful with these parts though. Take a bit of a close down look in there. Okay guys, I had to cut off the video. It's probably going to be a part 2 session. At the end of the last one I cut out the little gun turrets. And I've got to say, this is a little bit tedious, to say the least. You can't get in there, so I might have to use an X-Acto knife just to cut off the little nub that's in there. You can see that very well. It's a bit awkward to clean because there's like a little ridge in there. Let me go back in here and scrape that out. Ooh. Just take your time with this, guys. It's not the best. Okay, that's done. So what we need to do now is we need to put C5 parts in here. Should just slot in, and again I've got a bit of a nub mark there. Just gonna carefully pull that off. Give it a very light sand, very light. That's all you need, nothing too hectic. Put the other one in. These are slotting. Again, you can glue them. They just push in like that. Be careful not to push them in too hard, you might snap the peg. And then underneath here you have the main turret, and I think, yeah, these just plug in. Again, be careful putting these in, you don't want to press too hard because you might snap them, but that's what you're left with, something like that. And then this should clip underneath there like that, so you're left with that. It's taking shape already, guys. Okay, off camera I did some sanding on these A1 parts, and I think these go at the back with the thinner end pointing that way. These Bandai kits are great, just plug and play, very easy. Then you've got C13, which is just fitted here. Might have to just sand that off a little bit. Doesn't need much. Buff that out a little bit. That just fits in there like so. And we've hit our checkpoint, guys, as you can see. It's taking shape very well. Now we're going to move on to the right unit, which is the wings. I mean, these won't take very long to fit. So we're going to start off with A213 part. A213. Oh, sorry, I'm going back actually. I think I made a little mistake. Sorry. A14 is the canopy cover. Sorry, I messed up there. Oh dear, doesn't matter. Just checking. Yep, that's going to need a little bit of a sand. A bit of sand there. This, sorry, should fit on there like that. Is that right? That's odd. This is that supposed to go inside? Let me check. We could have a little bit of a problem here. Let me get a... That should just pop out. I think you have an option of having this on it, so you can have it like that. Maybe that's very strange, because that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit on top of there, you see. Very odd. Let me check the box just to make sure. Yeah, I think I'm right. You can have an option of either having that part in or the other part. Put that back in there like that, guys. Sorry about that. I am human. We all make mistakes, but I mean it's not a big thing really. I would presume that you would put those black decals on here. I'd have to double check. But I'm glad that I found that out early on in the build, because I would have totally forgotten about it. A2, is this A213? Yep. You've got a few gates to cut here. It's quite a big piece of plastic. And then you've got these parts here that you can remove as well. It actually tells you the instructions to take these off. You should have your wing like that, and then you're going to need obviously the frame, and I think that is the position of the wing. We need B3, which is the lighter grey part. Again, you've got a few gates to cut. What I'll do is I'll clean this up, make it neater. Obviously it's going to use sanding a little bit. Go in with your sander, keep it as flat as possible. Remove these marks on that. Bottom of here. Quite a few of these little nub marks. And you've got, sorry, you've got two inner ones here. Remove that. Go in with my skinny sander. check that it's all flush and smooth. Smooth now. It's looking good. Okay guys, so you've got your frame, and I think from how it's positioned you want to have it like this at the bottom, and this should just slot in there like so. There are some ridges that have been cut out to obviously compensate for the other plugs to go in, and then you have C9. C9 is C10, C9. Okay. Again, you've still got the same amount of gates to cut, and there's quite a lot. I'll take that just off the edge there. You gotta be careful here. Take that off the runner. It's perfectly fine to do that, guys. Take one off there. Just check that you haven't got any thick bits there. I mean, some people do like to use a metal file. Perfectly fine. So, go to your second number there. That's all you need. This one's a little bit thick. Might try and use an X-Acto knife. Oop. You shouldn't be doing this really towards yourself, but my knife is fairly blunt and I'm not going mad. Take a bit off there. That's that bit done. There you go. Part it. Phone going off at the moment. Okay, so that frame, oh sorry, I forgot, duh, it's very weird. There's be some injection marks. Oh. Take that off. Again, I'm gonna have to go in with a knife. I'll do it away from myself this time, because I'm gonna have to push forward. Back a bit. It's kind of it's a little bit niggly actually, to be honest. Done. Get rid of those little pieces. So this section here just clamps on to there. I would probably suggest trying to hold this down while clipping this in. Is that right? Where are the pegs? It's a little bit trickier than what I thought it was actually. Oh, there you go. Let's go around. It's not the best fitting, but I think once you go around it, there you go. And that's part of your wing there. If I turn it around there we have another piece, B1. Oop. Alright guys, sorry about that, my phone went off. I had to cut the video yet again. Okay, so going back to the wing, we've got your clips here. You've got a B1 part, just should fit in here. There is like an L-shaped, so I think is that one? Yeah, this one. There is like an L shape here which just fits in to here, so you just need to marry them up and it clicks into place. There's a nice sound there when it goes in. You've also got this small part B10, and this needs to be placed like this from what I can see, and I presume it fits at the end of here like so, like that fits on at the end. So you're looking like, well, you should be looking at like something like this, but it's very easy to do this section. And the other part that clicks in, I think it's B12. Ooh la la, wait a second, this is a bit strange. Okay, sorry guys, I made a mistake again. B15. Looking for my sprues. Where is that part? Sorry. This is the other side. I think this is the, is it the female part? Just take that off there like that. Yeah, it is the female. My bad. So just, actually it's probably a good thing because I can show you how I sanded this. Just a few. This part is like a bit of a, it's like a cylindrical shape. The light sand, and that part should just slot in now. There you go. Again, you could glue that in, but it's very, very secure. It should look like that. So that's the right unit done. What I'm going to do is, just to save time, is I'm going to make the other wing off camera, so it's all done and ready. 2 secs. Alright guys, I've just finished the other side. Very much like the other side, obviously. C2. Now this C2 part is the part that I would say mainly connects the wings together. I'm really looking forward to actually, I am going to paint this one actually. I will be doing a painting session on here because it's not that hard to paint this kit at all. So this C2 part, the end of the holes is at the back. You've got your left unit here, and it just should just click into place. It's really firm. I'm having confidence with that already. And then you've got your right part as well, that just fits in there. If you flip it upside down, you'll need to fit A16 and A15. A16 and A15, which is A15. These cutters are really good actually. Starting to dig it. So A1, sorry, A1. This is where it gets a little bit confusing because I flipped it upside down. This A15 should be that side, and A16 at the other. I am speed building this. Hasn't taken me long to do. So far it is a very fun, easy build. Even if you're a novice builder, you'll have fun building this kit, because it is very simple. and easy to put together. Just got to check how these parts, I think these sections should be like that. That needs to be flipped up. Right, these pegs here, they must slot in. Try that. Okay. If you look at the bottom of here, there is a circle with a square edge, and as you can see here, there is a circle with a square edge. So it should just plop in there. Look at that. Yeah, it's fitted in securely. Nice one. Should have something looking like this. Sorry, the dust, guys. I think you should flip it. Oh, is that right? Not flip it over so much, but you've got like these B7 parts that go in there. B7, B12. Where's B12? B12. Okay, let's do B12 first. I think B12. Now this could be a little bit fiddly. Again, it's got an L-shaped sorry about that, fit in there. This looks a bit fiddly. If you got monster fingers like me, that could be a little bit tedious to put in. 12. That should go at the other side. I mean, it is easy to remember how to fit these anyway, so B12 should go at the opposite side of here, and I presume, look at the L shape. Ooh. I don't like small parts, as some of you well know. I'm not a big fan of trying to put things in. Okay, the circle bit goes there. I mean, this is a little bit awkward for me. And again, if you've got little baby fingers, this shouldn't be a problem. That just clips in there. And then the other two pieces, which are B7s, fit on the other side. I'm not going to sand these down because you're not going to see these edges, but if I was you at home, I would sand them just to be on the safe side. I could do with a bit of a clip. Didn't get a good cut on that. These blades need wearing a little bit. Once they're worn in, should be easier to cut things. So you just got that section there. I'm just trying to think what would be an easier way of doing it. There isn't one really. It's a bit awkward to put in, and probably a little bit awkward to get out as well. So, because I'm gonna have to take this kit apart again for painting. I'll probably go in over the top and then slot it in like that. This covers those holes there. So we've already reached the next checkpoint. Moving in, we've got C3. Where's C3? That C3 part just covers up the back port, I think. Where is C3? Oh, there's two of them there. Boom. So far, it's taking shape very, very well, and I'm happy with what's been built so far. Just a heads up on some Star Wars news. We've got the new ATST coming out by Bandai, which is rather exciting to say the least. I know some of the Star Wars guys are kind of bitching and moaning at the fact that, oh, it's too small. Well, true, but I think Bandai will be doing something of that scale at some point. Never say never with Bandai. They're slowly releasing stuff out into the market. I think a lot of builders, or a lot of Star Wars guys, tend to think that Bandai are not producing bigger kits or whatever, but I mean, they've done very well so far in producing a kit, at least one kit per month. Do you know what I mean? So trying to like release stuff all at once would make no business sense. I'm kind of happy that they're doing it slowly, because it gives you time as a modeler to build and paint, save money up to get your next kit, you know. Not all of us are super rich. This A12 part, I think, where does that bloody go? Okay, next you need to fit this underneath. Now this is the exciting part. Woohoo! So that should just fit in, and it doesn't click so much. It kind of jaws in a little bit. It's a bit creaking there, a bit creaking. A217 goes in there. That's another clear part. Clicking that in, and that's it, guys. That is it. That's the last part to put in. As I said, that it falls to pieces. Something to be wary of. That fitting is actually a bit, oh, see what I mean? Stuff's falling off. So as a bench test, finally got it right. You can see some problems with it already. Again, this part here definitely needs gluing. This section here, for some reason, is not. Is it all fitting in nicely? It's not that secure, so I would seriously think about gluing it in. I mean, that's what I do. I glue everything in, me personally. That glass canopy part is not the best. That's really loose. That doesn't seem to fit in very well. I'm going to show you guys. See what I mean? That is really dodgy, Bandai. I think you are going to have to glue that in. I mean, if you want to move these wings up and down, it might come undone. It's really delicate. But that's what it's looking at so far. Let me pull the camera up a little bit, guys. Very fun and quick and easy. Again, you've got the options of that canopy part. The last part is building the base. Now I've just clocked onto something here which is kind of odd. I still have 2 pieces left. Why is that? I'm going to double check off camera, but as I do that, I'm going to be doing the base, and then I can do some like final shots. So bear with me, guys. Alright guys, after further analysis, I found out what these 2 parts are for. Now these parts are the clear parts that you can fit here. You can take that out. I know that's not the best fitting, but you can put that in there like that. And then you've got this part as well. So you can, ooh, it's going to be a little bit tricky to get out. Let me get my knife. Pop that out very carefully. I was thinking, like, that's weird. Bandai never ever have spare parts on these kits, unlike the matte kits. And for some reason, I just do not like this fitting here. It's horrible. I don't get why they would do that. It doesn't seem to fit properly in there. Ah, that's why, because of this part here. This part here, for some reason, has been causing me issues all night. As you can see through the video, I've been having, oh shit, that snapped already, guys, due to that other part. Bullshit. Thank you, Bandai. So that's a down point there. Not to worry though, guys, I can have to glue that in, but that's what you're left with. But like I said, this section here is horrible. I was just about to do a demo of the lasers that snapped off, so be very careful. These laser things can be fitted like that. They can fit into there. They can be fitted to the ends of here. It does say be careful putting these things in. I think they look really tacky and stupid. And then you've also got some other parts that can be fitted to the bottom. You use what they're called. What part is it? A214. It's a clear part that you can put onto there. You can see, but I'm not happy about that breakage there. But I think you kind of get the gist of what's going on. If you do snap something like that, it's not the end of the world. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some tweezers. This is kind of good that it's happened in a way. I can show you just a very basic repair plan. I mean, the issue that I'm going to have right now with this is the fact that I might have problems further down the line with putting these lasers on, but trust me, I'm not going to. So I'm just going to get some tweezers, bit of glue, super glue. I'm not going to use standard cement. You only need a dab on there, and find this. It's not a big issue, but one that can be avoided. Let it adhere for a bit, let it dry off a bit. It's very delicate now. Ooh. It's taking time for the super glue to dry out a little bit. There you go. Doesn't look too bad. I'd let that dry out. So as you can see, just by me doing this, be careful with these delicate parts. But there is an issue here with this part here. I just do not know why, for whatever reason, this does not want to fit in properly. It's horrible. I really don't like that. I'm gonna have to glue that in for sure. But the base, easy to do. I'm not gonna show you how to do the base, but let me stick this onto my stand to clear up, and that's what you're left with, guys. TIE Striker. It is a good kit, don't get me wrong. Just that seems to be some bad parts on it. You can can see. It looks cool, but like this part here is terrible. I do not like that. You got a good view inside the canopy. That seems to have glued alright. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I shall be doing a painting video on this when I have the time. Thanks for watching, guys. What's coming up on in terms of the model kits? I think we have the U-wing set to come out. I'll be doing a build on that. That comes out in February. We've got the Yoda kit. We've got the BB-8 kit coming out. So plenty of stuff to be cracking on with. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped a little bit. I know there was a few errors along the way, but these are the kind of mistakes that you might be faced with. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. TMD out. Peace.